Okay, let's start with that murder investigation, which is underway right now after a teenaged boy was stabbed to death in Vancouver's downtown over the weekend. Jessica Chung has more on this now. And tell us what we know about what happened.
Yeah, so this all happened Saturday night at around 11:30, right in the heart of downtown Vancouver. It happened near Robson Square, which is near the Vancouver Art Gallery and the Vancouver Law Courts. Now, that stretch of road, it was closed for hours for this incident. Now, you can see that this video is from the day after, and it was still cordoned off. You can see some of the items that were strewn on the sidewalk that kind of mark, the violence that happened the night before. Now, police say that they got reports that night of a stabbing. When officers got on scene, they did find a 15-year-old boy in serious condition. Now, they rushed this boy to hospital, but unfortunately, he did die the morning after. Now, police have really not released a lot of information about the circumstances around this incident, but Sergeant Steve Addison from Vancouver Police did have this to say.
We believe that the victim had an interaction prior to being stabbed that ultimately led up to the homicide. Beyond that level of detail, I'm not prepared to get into it at this stage in the investigation.
Yeah, so not a lot of information coming from police about exactly what happened. They were asked, but there were no specifics about if this was a stranger attack, if the suspect and the victim knew each other, but they are calling this a violent altercation. Now, what we do know is that the victim, the boy, is from Surrey. His family has been notified of this, and police aren't going to be releasing his name as of yet.
Yeah, I got to say, I don't fully understand why so little information has been shared with the public, because yesterday, for example, Sunday, I was working here. Robson Square is only, about 6 blocks away. Walked past the scene, saw all the police there, firefighters washing what, unfortunately, I think was probably blood from the murder scene. But at that point, right up until today, police weren't even acknowledging that a murder had happened there. And then today, as you say, basic questions. Do they think it was a stranger attack? They're not saying hardly anything about it. And so, I think I know the answer. What are they saying about possible suspects?
Yeah, not a lot. They really haven't addressed that. They say no arrests have been made in connection to this incident, but police are appealing to the public, asking for any witnesses, people who have dash cam video to come forward. Take a listen.
We believe there may be people out there who have information who will be able to assist us. We're appealing to anyone who's in the area who witnessed the incident or may have information that can assist us, and particularly people with dash cam. It was a very busy area. It's right downtown Vancouver. It's in the complex, the block that includes the Vancouver Art Gallery, Robson Square, and the Law Courts. It was following the celebration of light. There were a number of people who were leaving the downtown core, so we believe there were a lot of people in the area.
Yeah, and as you just heard, the incident did happen the night of the Celebration of Light, which is a festival with fireworks. And if you're from Vancouver or know about this festival, it brings out the hugest crowds. So lots of potential for people to have seen this or to have recorded something, even if they didn't know what they were really recording in.
Yeah, but I think about, fireworks night, and this is such a safe city, and particularly on that Saturday night, there'd be families out. You wouldn't think twice of going out into, the West End or downtown Vancouver with young people, old people, and the idea of a 15-year-old boy stabbed to death is obviously tragic and very disturbing. Thank you very much for the update.
Thanks.